Donald Trump promised a Department of Justice that would root out so-called political enemies. Now, we're seeing exactly what that actually looks like. He stocked the DOJ with loyalists who have no business deciding which cases live or die. And one of those new hires said something so grotesque, you need to hear it for yourself. I'm Michael Fanone, and this is The Michael Fanone Show. His name is Jonathan Gross, a civil litigator, zero background in criminal prosecutions. But that didn't stop Trump's DOJ from giving him a slot on the so-called weaponization working group. What was his job before this? He was a lawyer defending the January 6th rioters. That's right, you heard me, defending them. And now he's on the working group, the team reviewing prosecutions tied to January 6th and other investigations into Trump's allies. In other words, the people deciding whether accountability stands or gets wiped away. Gross isn't the only one. The team is stacked with loyalists. Ed Martin, an activist who's defended insurrectionists, runs the group. Another member, Jared Wise, was literally inside the Capitol on January 6th, urging violence against police officers. Later, pardoned by Donald Trump, now weighing in on prosecutions. So you've got a rioter, a loyalist, and a guy with no relevant experience suddenly sitting inside the Department of Justice. At first glance, it looks like cronyism, but it's much worse. Because here's what Jonathan Gross said earlier this year on a live stream. Prosecutors handling January 6 cases would put you in a cattle car to Auschwitz without batting an eye. That's not me paraphrasing, that's his quote, comparing American prosecutors, men and women holding violent rioters accountable, to Nazis sending Jews to their deaths. This is the kind of worldview now sitting behind a DOJ badge. I was nearly killed that day. I suffered a heart attack and a traumatic brain injury. I don't need a lecture in persecution. I know exactly what violence in the name of politics feels like. And to hear someone inside the DOJ compare those prosecutions to the Holocaust, it's not just offensive, it's dangerous. It flips reality upside down. It paints criminals as martyrs and the people enforcing the law as monsters. That's how you destroy faith in justice. And that's exactly what this is designed to do. This isn't sloppy hiring. It's deliberate. You put people who despise accountability in charge of accountability. And suddenly, the rule of law doesn't mean evidence or facts. It means loyalty. When someone equates a trial in a federal court to Auschwitz, you know the DOJ isn't just being politicized, it's being perverted.